Hello everybody, it's The Worm and welcome back to Danganronpa V3. Last time we started the first trial, and unfortunately I had to stop a bit earlier in the trial than I would have wanted, but unfortunately just the time I chose to record at, unfortunately it wasn't the right choice. I should have done it earlier, but my sort of introductory parts of getting into it went on a bit long, so I apologize for that, and hopefully I can get through the rest of it today. That's the plan. If I have to go a bit longer than usual to do that, I think that's alright. I made sure I had time today. So yeah, let's get back into this thing. Let's see here. Okay, so where we left off, we just had a bit of interference from, what's his name? Kokichi? The Ultimate Supreme Leader. He claimed that Miyu was the culprit because she knew about the cameras and would thus be able to know where they were and use that information to commit the crime without getting caught. And we countered that with the testimony from Kyo and the others. Okay, so we have countered that with I think Maki's testimony, and so now attention is going to fall onto Gonta, unfortunately, and I don't think it's him, but let's see where it goes.
That idiot already forgot. Gonta also left during the strategy meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, he locked himself up in the AV room and... Hey, wait a sec! Idiot!
Is that right, Gonta?
Yes, Gonta watched Bug Movie to fill Gonta with fight, so Gonta can fight Monokuma.
Were you trying to imagine yourself as a huge mantis with swords for hands?
Oh, come on! How is looking at bugs supposed to put you in a fighting mood?
Everyone's different.
Ah, terrible idea. Like putting ketchup on a hot dog.
I guess everyone's different.
But why did you lock the door?
'Cause Gonta need focus. Everyone suspect Gonta? Why?
Because you don't have an alibi.
Oh, Gonta just need alibi? Okay, Gonta will get alibi. Just tell Gonta where to find it.
The way this debate is going, this will be difficult to refute.
What will you do? Without an alibi, we'll all choose you.
Yeah, that rhymed.
Please understand that in order to reveal the truth, you must also participate.
But Gonta not sure where to start.
You just have to tell everyone why you couldn't have done it.
If you're not the culprit and we all vote for you, then we're dead too. Our lives are riding on your word. You got this.
Okay, Gonta will try, for everyone's sake.
Fight, Gonta! Fight! Fight! Fight!
Uh-huh.
Now, you fucking bobblehead!
Oh, is this going to be another mass panic debate? Okay. Oh, just a non-stop debate. I'm gonna guess sliding door
Gonta
for
not
this one.
culprit! 'Cause to leave AV room, Gonta must walk through game room where friends are. To even reach hallway.
No.
If you can't get to the hallway, you can't go to the library.
AV room's got more than one entrance, though. There should have been a door facing the hallway, too.
The sliding door across from the rear entrance, correct?
With that sliding door... No, that's wrong.
She didn't even get to say the whole thought, but yeah. Because you can't open
It's
it.
not possible to use the sliding door.
Okay, this is going very... I mean, it's the first trial, so of course it's going to be simplistic, but very simple thus far.
You saying I'm wrong? You got a lot of
Oh my
ass
goodness.
to be contradicting me.
I just realized that I can move the camera with the right stick here. Has that always been the case? Even in past Danganronpa games? Huh. That's crazy.
Did you mean to say sass? I think you left out an S.
Yeah, let's go with that.
The sliding door always jams. You're only able to open it a crack. The only part of your body that would be able to go through is your arm.
And there was no indication of the door being forced. There was dust on the track.
In other words, the chance they came out the sliding door is 0.
I see. So, I made a mistake. How rare.
It's not that rare for you to make a mistake. Your entire existence is a mistake.
Oh my goodness, Kokichi. It's very clear that you woke up today and chose violence.
Vicious little...
If Gonta couldn't use the sliding door, then in order to get to the library...
You'd have to go through the game room, but I didn't see him at all.
Is Kaito... I don't know, the way some people are speaking... never mind.
See? Gonta tell you he not culprit.
It just, for some reason, Kaito sounds... I think it's the same guy speaking as before, but it sounds like his voice is a bit... Like, the voice he's putting on is slightly different than how I recall him speaking, but... Okay. It's similar to how... It looks like Monokuma in Danganronpa V3. His voice it's the same Monokuma from Danganronpa 1 and 2, but he's putting a bit of a higher, almost squeakiness, kind of Mickey Mouse like, the way he's doing the voice. Yeah. Not that I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It sounds like, and that's what I was saying with Kaito. It sounds like his voice is a bit different to how he was speaking before. I'm not sure how to describe it, though. A bit rougher? That might not be the right way to say it, but never mind.
No, we cannot confirm that just yet.
Okay, I'm interested. Speak to me, Kurumi.
My apologies, Gonta. I do not mean to put you on the spot like this, but... because I promised to do my best, I will fulfill that responsibility. Are you saying Gonta could still be the culprit? There is the possibility that Gonta killed Rantaro from the AV room.
Oh my goodness. So you're saying... What, he threw the ball from there to the library? I'm not sure that works. Mostly because we can't see the door here. And we know that the bookcase closed as we were walking in. At least... Yeah. From that entrance... Yeah, I don't think this works, Kurumi.
From the AV room? How?
Oh! I didn't know that was a possibility.
Not only could he have killed Rantaro from the AV room, but also... he would not appear in any of the pictures from the cameras placed in the library.
I mean, it's a good thought. And it's something... I'm glad we're considering it. Because it explains that whole... just as she's saying. The problem of not showing up in the photos.
Whoa! Perfect! But wait, then how did Gonta kill him?
It's obvious to this glamorous girl genius. But maybe explain for these dimwits.
First, I will explain the layouts of both the AV room and the library. The sliding door in the AV room faces the rear door of the library. Because of this, it is possible for Gonta to have killed Rantara while he was in the AV room.
But how though?
In order for the murder to take place, the rear door of the library must be opened.
Wait a sec. Isn't that impossible? The AV room's sliding door doesn't open, so you can't get into the hallway.
If you cannot enter the hallway, how would you open the rear door to the library?
Although you cannot fit your whole body through the sliding door, an arm would suffice. It would be possible if you used a particular item in the AV room.
A particular item? Do you mean this? Is this okay? Hang on.
I get it.
Okay, so this is. I remember there was a weird comment
Is it
made.
the projector screen?
There was a weird comment made about this, and I did not really understand it. All right, I might need a visual here. I'm not entirely sure I understand, but
That is correct. You can make a long pull if you roll up the screen.
yeah. And how would you use that on the door exactly?
It would be possible to reach the library door with it.
Oh. Okay, this is not what I was thinking.
If you use the rolled up screen to reach the library's rear door,
Uh-huh.
then you can open it. The screen itself is quite heavy, but that would not have been a problem for Gonta.
Yeah, no problem for Gonta.
Oh my. How honest.
If you open the library door, the camera would take your picture.
Actually, the camera wouldn't be triggered just by opening the door.
Shuichi and Kaede's pictures were like that as well. The shutter only went off once someone set foot into the room.
Okay, so it was possible to open the library door, but where does that get us? Gonta still couldn't have gotten from the AV room to the library.
Gonta did not enter the library. He killed Rantara while he was still in the AV room.
If Gonta killed Rantaro in the library while he was in the AV room, then
So does that mean Gonta threw the shot put ball?
that's what she might be. Well, it seems to be what she is suggesting.
Wait, I say! Why would anyone do something so crazy like throw a... Wait, that's actually not crazy at all! Throwing a shot put ball is totally normal!
Yes, the act of throwing a shot put ball could lead one to use it as a weapon.
Even if a person couldn't fit through the space, a shot put ball certainly would.
Rentaro's body was across from the AV room sliding door as well. As long as the rear door of the library was open, he would have been able to hit the victim.
Let me know if this is. Let me know if this is too much, but I think the voices need to be a bit higher.
That's quite the distance, though.
And that shot put ball was pretty heavy. Did you forget already? Gonta easily picked up the heavy manhole cover. It would definitely be feasible for him to throw a shot put ball at his target.
Yep, a walking, talking Roomba can't compare to a mighty beast like Gonta.
That Roomba remark is probably not about me, as I have a variety of custodial functions.
Well, Gonta, can you throw a shot put ball from that distance?
Yes, probably.
You're too honest, Gonta. You're so cool, Gonta. You could be the ultimate shot putter.
Well, I've heard enough. Gonta's the culprit.
Wait! Gonta never hurt anyone! Not even insect! Gonta telling truth! Gentlemen never tell lies!
Well, there you have it. What do you guys think?
I'm at not guilty at the moment.
I would like to believe him, but without evidence, we cannot.
Okay.
So
Alright, show me the pictures. Or
we
no,
agree.
moving,
Gonta's the culprit.
moving bookcase, that's the one.
Gonta not culprit! Honest!
A typical degenerate male excuse.
Rantaro's corpse and the AV room door do line up with one another. There are no obstacles in the way.
Nope, wrong button.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
It would have been impossible for Gonta to have thrown that shot from the AV room, because there was an obstacle between Rantaro and Gonta. Obstacle?
Come on,
The moving
Kurumi.
bookcase. When Rantaro was killed, it should have been open.
Yeah, I expect better from you.
Yup, that's our evidence. The bookcase door was open when he was killed.
Whoa, where is... this?
I get it.
There we go.
It's in this picture. Here, look. These two pictures were taken by the camera facing the moving bookcase.
These photos were taken moments before Rantaro was killed.
The bookcase door is completely open here, and then it closes automatically. So by the time we entered the library, the door had already closed itself. Before Rantaro was killed, the bookcase door was open. Even if Gonta did throw the shot, it would have hit the bookcase instead.
I see. Well, that pretty much shuts the book on that theory then.
If that's true, then there's no possibility that Gonta is the culprit.
There we go.
What? Why are you making this so complicated? Just be the culprit already.
Okay, now that Miu and Gonta are out of the way, I think we're gonna finally move on to what we really want to see, because we need to be talking about the vent, we need to be talking about, you know, the layout of the room. It feels like we've just kind of gotten rid of some easy early stuff.
Sorry.
I don't think you need to apologize.
Yeah, that's right. A man shouldn't apologize so easily.
I should be the one to apologize. I am sorry for accusing you, Gonta.
No, Gonta understand. Cause we gotta find culprit.
Well said. For a degenerate male, you're actually pretty reasonable.
Ugh, I hate this sentimental crap.
Why's that? It's nice when everyone gets along like this.
Are you stupid or something? I can't stand people having a good time.
Daddy's too evil to feel ashamed for being evil.
We could learn a lot from him.
Don't mind me. I'm not actually taking notes. I'm placing bets on racehorses.
I'm jonesing for a leaf. I need a raccoon tail to chase my dragon.
It's good that Gonta's in the clear, but don't break out the confetti just yet. We're out of suspects now. On top of that, we still don't even know how Rantaro died.
Well, I mean, we do know, we do have the how. It's
Do
in
we really
the...
know what the weapon is? How are we supposed to find the mastermind with that?
Yeah, this is where it gets difficult.
We know the murder weapon is the shot put ball, but where did the culprit get it?
Probably the warehouse.
I think it was from the warehouse. I saw track and field equipment there.
Then anyone would have been able to obtain it. We need more information. What's wrong, Shuichi?
Huh? It's nothing.
Ah! How do we find this darn culprit now?
Hey, culprit! Quit hiding! Just be a man and fess up already!
We don't even know if they're a guy or not, though, right? Or if they're even human.
Are you referring to me?
Don't worry, you guys. We're one step closer to the truth, so don't give up. Try to remember what happened. We can find more clues left by the mastermind.
Clues? What kind of clues?
Like, if Rantaro was deceived by the mastermind and went to the library, maybe somebody saw Rantaro having a suspicious conversation with someone. It would be a good idea to figure out who knew about our trap.
That's a good angle.
Either way, anything you guys remember might be able to help with the case.
Yes! But are you sure the culprit is also the mastermind?
Alright, Angie, I'm glad you're bringing this up.
Huh? Yeah, I think so. Why?
Then what Atua just told me about how the culprit entered the library is correct! Huh? I didn't hear anything. Oh, that's right. Only I can hear the voice of Atua. Then I will speak on Atua's behalf, as his prophet. If the culprit is the mastermind, they could have entered the library while avoiding the cameras.
What?
Are you serious? There's a way to do that?
Super serious, brother.
Atua sounds like a shady weirdo.
A way for the culprit to enter the library without being caught by the cameras. Is that really possible? I mean, I could see this leading towards suspicion falling upon Shuichi and Kaede.
Atua says I should continue explaining on his behalf. Yahahaha! Only Atua knows the truth behind this incident!
Okay. I'm willing to listen.
The culprit was hiding in the library the whole time.
Ah, I see.
Before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside the hidden door!
So you're saying
Okay.
the culprit was lying in wait there?
If that's true, the suspects are those who were alone at the time of the incident.
The only ones who didn't go to the dining hall or basement are...
Kokichi and Kibo and Ryoma, right?
I knew the culprit was a male!
Yahaha! Behold Atua's divine logic! The culprit was hiding in the library the whole time.
Okay.
Before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside
Is this the one?
door.
No. Might be the next one.
The culprit the whole time. Kaede and Shuichi. Where would they have hidden?
So you're saying the culprit was lying in wait there?
If that's true, the suspects are those who were alone at the time of the incident.
The only ones who didn't go to the dining hall or basement are...
Kokichi and...
No? Okay.
Shoot!
The culprit was hiding in the library the whole time. Before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
So you're saying the culprit was lying in wait there?
If that's true, the suspects are
Those who were alone at the time of the incident.
Kokichi and Ryoma, right?
I knew the culprit was...
Behold Atua's divine logic!
Okay.
The culprit was hiding in the library the whole time. Before
I mean, it's not gonna
Kaede
be
and
this,
Shuichi
right?
even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside
Oh, okay.
No, that's wrong!
Okay, now, okay, I see what the issue
Wait a
was.
minute, Angie. I don't
think it was possible to hide in the hidden door.
Okay, see, this was my... There were a few times throughout the investigation I was wondering this. So, Kaede said a couple times about hiding behind the bookcase, or something like that. And that was confusing to me because I was thinking, okay, but the bookcase, it goes back into its place. So I was thinking, where is the space for someone to hide there? But I think I was just misunderstanding. I think what Kaede was saying is because it's the mastermind could use the card reader and then hide behind the door, or something like that, I think. And so this is what I think the issue is. So she was saying someone was hiding behind the bookcase, and in my head I was thinking, well, that couldn't be because we saw everyone come in. But she was thinking it wasn't just the bookcase, it was also behind the door. Behind the bookcase, I think.
What? You dare challenge Atua?
Okay, I was misunderstanding.
I don't think the hidden door was ever used.
Yeah, so to hide behind the bookcase, you have to use the hidden door.
While investigating the mastermind, I placed dust on the card reader. If anyone swiped their card key, the dust would have fallen.
We already confirmed during the investigation that there was no dust on the floor. The bookcase hadn't been opened, so I doubt anyone was hiding in there.
The fog has lifted.
Oh. First time we're getting challenged.
You still got a ways to go.
Huh? What do you mean?
The culprit could have been in the library before the cameras were even set. You won't be able to prove anything with weak reasoning like that.
It seems you've been contradicted. My goodness, how frightening. Battle showdown. Okay. Oh my goodness. If this is anything like DR1, or DR2, excuse me, I remember, I mean, you can go back and see it. I had no idea how to do this. I need to remember how to do this. And it took me quite a while before I finally got it, so it was a bit frustrating. Normal slash. Truth blades. Multiple words at once. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. This was definitely not my favorite. Oh wait, what was that? Blade lock. When that happens, smash A. Okay, yeah. That's the same as well. Alright, let's try this. Good luck, me.
Even if we rule out the hidden door, the library's got no shortage of hiding spots. There's piles of books all over. Since the culprit was there before the cameras were placed, it could have been hiding there, you know. They took out Rantaro, then took off.
But if the culprit killed him and ran away, wouldn't they have been caught on camera?
Not if they went back into hiding, right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
Okay.
Not if they went back into hiding, right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
I'll cut your words.
There we go. Okay, I'm glad I remembered how to do that.
The culprit met him inside the library? That doesn't seem possible, though.
Let's hear it then. What's your reason?
If you take a look at the 3 pictures from the camera we placed near the front door, this is when Shuichi and I met up with Kaito and Tenko, and then rushed in. This one shows the other 4 people running in after they heard Tenko scream. And finally, everyone else coming in after hearing the body discovery announcement. You can clearly see everyone entering the library in these pictures. It wouldn't make sense if there was someone hiding in the library the whole time.
Well, that does cover everyone now, doesn't it? I guess the one who still has a ways to go is me.
Don't worry about it. It's better to think about each possibility anyway. Right, Shuichi?
Yes.
What you got, Shuichi? What are you thinking about?
So the real question is how the culprit entered and exited the library.
This is where we get to the vent.
We cannot continue until we address that problem first.
It's quite the mystery. How did the killer avoid being caught by the cameras?
Almost like they were invisible. Oh, but it wasn't me. My magic can only make you half invisible. Your upper half, to be specific.
Wow, very useful.
That's kind of a half-baked invisibility spell, isn't it?
But both doors to library had hidden cameras on them.
How about the vent in the library? Maybe they came in through there. But Shuichi and I were on lookout in the classroom with the connecting vent.
Yeah, so has been said many a time, but thinking there must be a flaw there somewhere.
The culprit waited until Kaede and Shuichi weren't looking, then turned invisible.
I mean, we know that Shuichi left for a time.
Himiko is really gung-ho about her invisible culprit theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. There's no way someone snuck into the library through the vent.
Unless they had gotten into the vent before we even got to the classroom? I mean, maybe something like that. And then after... So maybe it could be something like... But they would have to know... Here's the weird thing. One, they would have to know our plan. They would have to know that Rantaro was going to go into the library. Or maybe not. Maybe it could be someone had the same plan that we did. And it's similar to Rantaro, they never told anyone about it. And then they waited to catch the mastermind, like we were waiting to catch the mastermind. And then when Rantaro walked in, whoever this person was thought, okay, this means they're the mastermind, and took him out. Something. A couple issues, though. And you know, so they'd be waiting in the vent. Then after they killed Rantaro, they go back in the vent. And because at that point, Shuichi and Kaede would have gotten the signal, they would have ran down, and then that person could have left the vent and then joined up with the rest of everyone else as they walked in. But there are a couple issues here. The books were never disturbed. They made a note of that. And again, there's a few weird things. Well, it doesn't necessarily speak to whether or not this is possible, but there's the question of why did Rantaro go to the library, but that doesn't speak to what I just said. Someone could have just been waiting and watching, thought it was Rantaro and killed him, and then went back through the vent. Maybe something like that. Okay, is it going to be the books? Uh,
I get it.
yes. Yes, it was. Okay.
When I set the cameras, I also stacked some books in front of the vent. If someone did crawl in and out from the vent, the books would have collapsed. While we were investigating, they were still neatly stacked the way I placed them.
Maybe they put the books back when they left the room.
That would be quite difficult to achieve on such a narrow bookcase.
If we've ruled out the vent and doors, then how'd the culprits get in and out of the library? Maybe divine intervention?
Gonta no can think of any other way to enter.
Eureka! I know how the culprit got in the library. The front door!
Have you been paying attention? The camera would have taken their picture.
Not if the culprit timed their movements around the camera intervals.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Intervals?
Well, yes. You have to wind the camera every time.
What is that? Basically, the culprit knew about the cameras and their intervals.
Okay. So, but this goes to... It'd have to be people that knew about the cameras.
So they snuck into the library between camera shots to avoid appearing in the photos. I know. Beauty and brains. Why? It's just not fair. Mew, what's this interval you're talking about? Huh? Oh, now you're asking me. After the shutter snaps, the camera can't take a new photo for 30 seconds. Because I redesigned the cameras to auto-roll the film instead of having to do it manually. That's the first time I'm hearing about this. Why didn't you tell us from the start?
Well, I mean, it should be obvious considering multiple photos were taken at all. If you'd have to manually, wind it again, then we would only have 3 photos, but we had multiple photos, so clearly they were automatically wound up again.
But I told your little beta boy toy after I gave you the remodeled cameras.
Wow.
What?
Shuichi?
I'm sorry. I guess I forgot to tell you.
Okay.
How could you forget to tell me?
And of course, there's that brief moment that he left the classroom.
I didn't think it would affect the plan. I didn't realize it would matter. I guess I just forgot to mention it. I'm really sorry.
I forgot. What a pitiful excuse. Yeah, that's pretty much a lie.
No, it's not a lie. He probably just forgot. There was so much going on at the time. It's only natural to forget, you know?
I mean, if it would be Shuichi, that would definitely... That would shock me.
Yeah.
Let's put that aside for now and talk about the camera intervals.
Each interval lasted for 30 seconds, correct, Mew?
Yeah, sure. I'll explain it again to you mushheads. The 3 cameras that Kaiidiot and Puichi placed go off when they pick up movement. From there, it takes 30 seconds for the film to auto-roll to the next photo.
Okay, but hang on, let me check something real quick. You said front entrance. So, okay, here's what I'm confused about what she's saying. She's saying interval between the... 30-second interval between each shot. And she said front door. So presumably it would be the first photo gets taken, and then you immediately rush in. But the very first photo we get from the front entrance is this one. That's after the murder's already happened. So... I mean, maybe it could be... Like, if she said the rear entrance or something, then I would I'd be more ready to hear her out, but I'm a bit thrown off by the fact that she said front entrance. Tell me more.
So, for 30 seconds, anyone could have entered the library without their photo being taken?
That may have been enough time to kill Rantaro and exit the library.
Oh yeah, I could believe it.
It's definitely enough time. You just gotta move at lightning speed.
Not that Shuichi did it. I could believe that it could have happened in 30 seconds.
I see. Then there's no doubt the culprit made use of the camera's intervals.
That means the culprit was Mew all along, since she knew about the intervals.
Don't be an asshole! I have an alibi. Remember the dining hall?
Oh, yeah. Well, who else knew about the intervals? Now, who was it again?
Shuichi. Well then, does this mean that he is the culprit we have been seeking?
Shuichi.
Hey, what gives, Shuichi?
Shuichi would never do that. Right, Shuichi?
You had better speak soon. Your silence only damns you further.
Fess up already! Did you kill Rantaro? Hey, Shuichi. What's gotten into you?
He does need to speak up soon.
Don't tell me you're gonna plead the fifth now.
Oh man, this is getting good! Entertain me, peasants!
Definitely. Ah, intermission. Here we go. This is what we were waiting for. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, okay. Let me take a quick break, and then, well, it'll just be a quick cut for you guys, but let me get ready for the rest of the trial here. 1 second. All right, we're back. It's always important to remember, if you've been sitting for an extended period of time, you should probably just get up, get the blood flowing, and remember to drink water. And I need to remember to follow that advice myself every so often. Okay, let's get back into this. Wait, what did he say? Trial is racing towards its thrilling conclusion. Do you know who the culprit is? Obviously I know because I know everything. Ursine ancestors.
Now then.
Well, if you say so. So what is the story with the monocubs? What is that gonna be, I wonder?
I feel like we're getting close to the gory part. It's making me nervous.
There's a few things I'm just curious about. There's Rantaro's backstory. Since he's passed, I wonder when or if we'll get to know that. And then there's the monocubs. Why are they a thing? At least considering, you know, the greater backstory of what's been going on in Danganronpa. Okay.
I don't know who the culprit is, but I'm not paying attention, so it's okay.
Yeah, but there's one thing we do know. The line between victim and attacker ain't as clear as you might think.
I suppose that's one lesson we can take away from this case.
I cut off the leg before the poison spread. By spring, flowers will grow from the stump.
Wow. Very insightful for Monodum there. Alright, Shuichi's not having...
Already.
Shuichi's not having a good time.
Your tongue-tied silence speaks volumes. I fucking knew you were the culprit.
Wait just a minute. None of that is possible. Shuichi was with me the whole time we were on lookout.
Oh, is this gonna be... Okay, in the demo, we got to see that there's a new mechanic, which is lying. Is this where it's gonna make its appearance? Because we know that Shuichi left for a little while, but are we going to cover for him?
When are you suggesting Shuichi killed Rantaro?
Were you really together the whole time?
I think this is it.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm asking if you two were on lookout together the whole time.
Well, I guess we weren't together the
No.
whole time.
Kaede, we have new game mechanics. We need to use them.
So that's when Shuichi went to kill Rantaro!
No. Threw him under the bus there.
No! Shuichi wouldn't kill anyone!
Don't become emotional. We must seek the truth in a calm and logical manner, or all our lives will be lost here.
I'm not being emotional here. I'm saying it with conviction.
Security sensor?
I get it. The security alarm didn't ring until after Shuichi returned to the classroom. It only rang after Rantaro moved the hidden door, which means he was still alive. If Shuichi was with me when the alarm went off, then that means he's not the culprit.
That's a good point.
By the way, I want to confirm one thing with you, Kaede. Who set the security sensor on the bookcase? It was Shuichi, right?
Yes, I think so.
Huh?
So it could have just been a lie then? Yeah.
Yeah. Shuichi was the one who set up the security sensor. What about it?
Did you actually check for yourself if the sensor was set on the bookcase, Kaede?
No, I didn't check.
Did it ever occur to you that Shuichi could have lied about setting the sensor?
A lie?
Shuichi pretended to place the sensor on the hidden bookcase door. But in actuality, he was holding it the whole time. And when he met up with you, he secretly triggered the sensor to make the security alarm go off.
That would cause Kaede to assume that someone had moved the bookcase.
I see! Sneaky little fucker!
Shuichi still silent. Okay, here's the white noise. It's the A button, okay. Okay, let's see what this is about here.
The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it in order to trigger the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Only an idiot can make that mistake. The security sensor was armed, but The moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out...
Wait, let me see that.
Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it in order to trigger the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Only an idiot can make that mistake.
Couldn't have had it on him.
The security sensor was armed.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Is it these photos here?
The moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
It's not the right button.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly...
No.
Shoot! The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it in order to trigger the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured some...
So it's not that.
One had tried to move the bookcase.
Only an idiot can make that mistake. The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out,
Nope.
Shuichi had it the whole time.
It was an accident.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it in order to trigger the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it.
No,
Okay.
that's wrong. Wait a minute. This is weird. If the security sensor wasn't placed, then we wouldn't have been able to take that picture. We were only able to get it because the sensor was triggered by the hidden door.
Oh, that? Easy to explain. Well, you see... I guess you're right. Sorry, I didn't think that far ahead.
You're giving up that easily?
Yeah, I mean, whatevs. I made a mistake, big deal.
You speak as if you knew that from the start. Even I was taken in.
So you see, Shuichi can't be the culprit.
Now wait just a minute. The security sensor had a power supply, so what if it went like this? The security sensor was set up on the bookshelf, and Shuichi had its receiver. However, Shuichi turned the receiver off.
Huh? How come?
That would get you a picture, but no alarm when Rantaro moved the bookcase. Then, when Shuichi says he's gonna check the basement, he actually goes to the library. And thanks to the 30-second interval, he's got time to go in after Rantaro.
He could have collected the sensor from the hidden bookcase after killing Rantaro.
I see. Then he caused the receiver to go off in front of Kaede to trick her.
It's certainly plausible, considering that Shuichi knew about the intervals.
How needlessly complicated. But I guess it's not impossible.
Then, Shuichi really is the culprit?
So the ultimate detective is the killer. What a plot twist!
Wait! Why do you guys think he's the culprit? Shuichi, please say something. Why aren't you saying anything?
Shuichi, what's wrong? You're not culprit, are you?
Hey, you gonna say anything? We'll all vote for you if you don't.
Are you okay with being the culprit? Are you ready to turn yourself in?
Okay. There we go. Yep. Debate where you lie. Hold to lie. Well, it makes me nervous, to be honest. The back route? Wow. I don't think there's any way that I'm gonna be able to figure that out. That sounds very fascinating, but I do not think I'm good enough to do that. Okay.
Let's go over the case one more time.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also had the receiver.
But he had it turned off.
And so when Rantaro moved the bookcase, a picture was taken without the alarm sounding.
Then taking advantage of the camera's interval timer,
Shuichi hid in the library and murdered the shit out of Rantaro! And then he grabbed the security sensor from the bookcase and returned to the lookout spot.
Afterwards, he set off the receiver in front of Kaede on purpose to make her think the murder had just happened. Praise be Tua! We've solved this case! So Shuichi was just using Kaede.
Okay, so very simple, single statement.
Let's go over the case one more time.
the security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also had the receiver.
Let's turn this lie into the truth. Sorry, you guys. I forgot to tell you something important.
Forgot?
To tell you the truth, it was me. I had the receiver.
Huh?
So that's why there's no way Shuichi could have turned off the receiver.
If that is true, then the entire premise of the argument thus far is wrong.
Is this true, Kaede?
Of course! Come on, would I lie to you guys?
That'd only screw yourself over. If we mess up, you're dead too, you know.
Yeah, part of the issue I can see here is if we continue to lie throughout the game, I mean, eventually we'd just be known as a liar and no one would trust anything we say, right?
Or perhaps you wanted to cover for Shuichi, even at the cost of your life.
Huh? I cannot imagine why anyone would risk their life to lie on another's behalf.
Words from a true heartless robot. Emotions are only for meatbags.
That is a harmful stereotype. I can produce heartfelt remarks through calculations.
Like less than 3?
Those kinds of calculations?
It's not so unthinkable. All hearts are blind when faced with radiant love. Doing anything for the one you love. Hasn't everyone felt that way before? I most certainly have, at least.
How creepy you are. I'm sure that person didn't want your love.
Kaede and Shuichi are pretty buddy-buddy with each other, so I wouldn't doubt that. Plus, the way Kaede just acted right now, I'm pretty sure she lied. A talented liar like me can spot other people's lies easily. Well, what do you guys think? To believe or not to believe, Kaede?
I do want to believe Kaede, but Shuichi does seem pretty suspicious. He has been strangely quiet for a while now, which is classic degenerate male behavior.
Yeah, I agree.
Shuichi is the only person here who's suspicious.
So we all agree that Puichi did it? Then let's just vote already!
I mean, the only thing I can think of is that he already knows who really did it, but he's afraid of doing that because if he reveals it, it'll mean someone has to die. And considering what we heard about Shuichi's backstory, then, you know, he already felt that telling the truth led to something bad happening, and he's worried, and it would seem to me that he might be worried about that happening again.
No, I still think it is too soon to determine the culprit.
I agree. I sort of can't believe that Shuichi is the culprit.
Yeah, this ain't right.
I agree. But I don't know if Atua agrees. 'Cause right now it's his nap time.
This is quite troublesome. It seems our opinions are on opposite ends.
How are we supposed to decide? We're split, right down middle.
Hold on! Split? Did you just say split? You did! I heard it! I heard it with my belly button microphone!
So wait, your ears don't do anything?
The Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
More phenomenal trial grounds?
The trial grounds are gonna morph? Seriously? I totally want to see that!
We have to do something. Yeah, but what did Monokuma mean? Uh-huh. Split down the middle. Debate scrum, okay. So this was not in the demo, this is something entirely new. Split into 2 teams. Okay, this looks complicated. Argue your opinions against each other. Subjects of your statements don't match. Match your subject with your opponents to put them in the correct order. Say make a good debate, okay? Subject keywords will be displayed, but your opponent's subjects won't be revealed yet. Listen closely for the subject of your opponent's argument. Before your opponent finishes their statement, finish the same subject keyword. Press Y to argue the subject with the same keyword. You and your opponent's arguments match in your opponent's. Okay, and then when all the statements match up, you'll enter the finale. Try to convince your all opponents at once. Okay. You're welcome. I'm not sure how this is gonna work, but okay. Let's try it. Oh my. Getting pretty sci-fi with this.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Unlike Shuichi, I actually have an airtight alibi.
Okay.
Shuichi and Kaede weren't together the whole time, were they?
But do I have
Shuichi had
to...
the receiver, it could have been disguised.
Okay, I see.
But that's Kaede's lie, isn't it?
Okay, I think I see.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
But Mew's silent about intervals too.
Shuichi, I actually have an airtight.
Kaito!
Kaede backed up Shuichi's alibi, didn't she?
Shuichi and Kaede weren't together the whole time.
Hirumi!
Both of them were together when the receiver went off.
If Shuichi had the receiver, it could have been...
Kibo!
Kaede is the one who actually had the receiver.
But that's Kaede's lie.
I'll do it! We'll know whether or not it's a lie when we talk this through.
Okay. Well, that was kind of neat.
Everyone, you have to believe me. Shuichi is not the culprit. If we vote for Shuichi, we'll be making the wrong choice. And if that happens, everyone will be executed. I definitely won't let that happen, even if it costs me my life.
Kaede.
Yeah, it's
He
just like
speaks.
Kaede said. Shuichi ain't the culprit.
Gonta believe in Shuichi too. Gentlemen always believe in friends.
Well, if Shuichi's not our culprit, then who is?
We've already exhausted all possible avenues of discussion.
No way. There has to be something else we can discuss. We just gotta think. Right, Shuichi?
Huh?
Shuichi, even though you're not the culprit, you've been quiet for a while. It's because you realized something, huh? You're scared to reveal the truth. I thought so. Shuichi, answer me this. What kind of truth did you realize? Don't be scared to say it. Not just for me, but for everyone else. Please, face the truth.
The picture.
Picture?
The picture from the camera aimed at the hidden door, just before the murder.
Uh-huh.
I always thought it was suspicious, the way Rantaro was acting.
What's suspicious?
If you look at the picture, it looks like Rantaro is trying to remove the camera.
Looks something like that, yeah.
But that must mean he noticed the camera we set up.
That's true. But when did he notice that?
I believe it was when the camera took its first picture. This picture was taken when Rantaro moved the bookcase. At that moment, something made him notice the camera.
Now, it looks like there's a flash, right? It could be a flash, could be the sound of it.
So he tried to remove it. That's when the bookcase closed. The sensor was triggered, and that's when this picture was taken.
If that is the case, we must find the reason why he noticed the camera.
You're confusing everyone! Except me, of course. Just get to the fucking point!
I've been contemplating what it could be. Why did he notice the camera? And the answer is in this picture.
I get it!
Yeah.
Because of the flash, right?
The flash?
Yes, the flash went off when the hidden door camera took a picture. Rantaro noticed the camera's flash.
But he didn't notice the camera that was on top of the... He didn't notice these ones. Or this one. But he did notice these two.
But how can you tell the flash went off?
Well, the shadows.
Well, if you compare it to the other pictures that we have, remember the pictures that were taken when I took down the cameras? This is the picture taken when I removed the front camera. This is the picture.
Oh, is there
from when I
no
removed the
flash
rear
in
camera.
these ones?
And this is the picture of Rantaro.
Whoa! The brightness is totally different.
Okay, yeah, I see that now.
Same room, circumstance, and camera. And yet, there is a disparity in brightness.
Because only the camera aimed at the hidden door had the flash turned on.
What was the purpose of leaving the flash on? Especially since it was meant to be hidden.
A mistake, maybe?
It's no mistake. There was an objective here. That camera was placed for another reason.
Another reason, huh?
To lure him?
I get it! The flash was used to lure whoever moved the bookcase to the camera. So when the flash went off, they would have noticed the camera right away. And that's exactly what happened. Rantaro moved the bookcase, noticed the flash, and then walked over to the camera. But the culprit didn't expect the camera to take another picture when the door closed.
Hey, Kaede?
What is it?
Is something wrong? You've been acting kinda strange.
Strange?
Your last few remarks carry more conviction than before.
Do you know who the culprit is?
Yep, I know. I've known for a long time.
Oh no, is this...
Long
do I have to
time?
pick now?
Because there was only one person able to set the flash on the camera. Isn't that right, Shuichi? The culprit of this incident is...
Oh no. Oh no. I only have a minute. Less than a minute. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I could go with my gut. Let's go with my gut first, and then see. Nope. Okay. And I don't know then. I mean, it's not me. It wouldn't be Shuichi after all that.
No doubt about it.
Really? That's kind of what I was getting a sense of it from the way she was speaking.
Well, this is as far as it goes. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get to the mastermind. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry, Rantaro. I'm sorry, Shuichi. You stayed silent this whole time because you realized it already, right? But you can't do that. It may be the end of me, but I want my wish to. I'm giving it to you, Shuichi. From now on, you're going to carry on my wish. You're going to protect everyone.
Kaede, I know what you want me to do. That's so cool. It's cool, but I understand. I'll do it. You can trust me. I won't let your wish go ungranted. Kaede is the culprit.
Huh? Kaede did it?
Wait! That's not possible! Right, Kaede? Kaede? Wait! Did she really...
Just kidding!
Just kidding.
Huh? Did you guys really think I'm the culprit? Psh, come on, guys. Like I could. When Rantaro was murdered, I was in the classroom with Shuichi, remember? After that, we went to the library, and that's the first time I even saw his body. Plus, I never met up with Rantaro. I never had a chance to kill him.
Yes. No way Kaede could be culprit.
Jeez, of course not. Do you think I'm even strong enough to throw that shot? My hands are only strong enough to play piano.
Then accusing you of being the culprit is...
Yup, it's wrong. Shuichi's just joking around. He wanted to lighten up the mood.
Kaede was the one to set up the camera there. Kaede was the one who organized the books up there, and I did notice that there was a slight gap in the books up at the top. How did she get the ball to roll down at that time?
Right, Shuichi? No matter how you look at it, I couldn't have killed Rantaro with that shot.
No, I'm not joking around. Kaede definitely killed Rantaro.
What the hell did you just say?
It seems as though Shuichi is serious after all.
Of course I am.
Why don't you tell me then? How did I kill Rantaro with that shot?
Yeah, how? You and Kaede were together the whole time, weren't you?
How Kaede killed Rantaro with the shot put ball.
I mean, it wasn't... Hang on. Oh my goodness, you don't think it was some... I don't know if that would work. I was thinking maybe she put the ball... She just rolled it down the vent. And do you see how it's at an angle there? Maybe the ball went all the way down. And I was trying to think, maybe the books are stacked in such a way that the ball... No, but it would probably just fall off. It wouldn't go to the left there. But this is also weird because we were in her perspective the whole time. Why is there an exclamation point here? Dress up. Okay, I don't know what that is.
Should become clear when you consider where she used it.
Where she used the shot put ball?
Huh? What? I'm lost, you guys.
Okay.
I have an alibi. When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom standing watch with Shuichi.
Kaede never saw Rantaro. And how'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
Rantaro was killed in the library after all.
That's the only explanation.
In which case, it's impossible for me to be the culprit. I have an alibi. When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom standing watch with Shuichi.
Okay, that's
Kaede
true.
never saw Rantaro. And how'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
That's wrong!
Oh my goodness, we're just Shuichi now? Okay.
Kaede didn't use the shot put ball at the scene of the crime. She used it at the first floor classroom, where we were keeping watch.
Hold up. How could she have hit Rantaro with a shot from a different floor?
Well, I do have to say, sorry for doubting you, Ryoma, but I think you'll give me a bit of leeway in that I didn't see a lot of reason to doubt my perspective, you know, within the within the protagonist's perspective.
She rolled it.
Okay, so it
She rolled the
is
shot
it is
from the
that.
first floor classroom and hit Rantaro.
Okay, but how does that?
I am skeptical that she could perform such a feat.
It didn't look like. I mean, if the books were stacked in such a way where it looked like it was a ramp, then maybe. But then again, it's also. I'm trying to gesture with my hand, and I know you can't see it. Like, I feel like the ball would hit, you know, it would hit the grate there, and then it would fall forward. Like, what makes it go left? What makes it go that way? And then even if it did go that way, it doesn't look like it's smooth enough of a ramp.
He'd have act.
So it was a magic shot put ball? Nah, that's not possible.
Sorry, Kiba, what did you say? Yeah, perform a feat of such accuracy.
It
Okay.
is possible. If you do it at the right spot in the classroom, it will reach the library.
So it seems you already know about that.
Okay. Keyword, letter, orb, flash spot, time. Okay. Select the letter orb.
I see now.
Well, yeah.
The classroom's vent. If you were to roll the shot in there, it would reach the library.
I see. That air duct connects the classroom to the library.
So, the shot is rolled into the vent, passes through the duct,
Okay, show me.
and comes out of the air vent above the library bookcase.
But how could she have hit Rantaro from all the way over there? The vent was way too far from Rantaro's body.
So it was just a coincidence?
What kind of coincidence is that?
What a mystery.
Okay. All right.
The shot that fell from the vent. How did it strike Rantaro's head from that distance?
Yeah, that's impossible!
It's not like it started rolling on its own. It fell off the bookcase onto Rantaro's head.
Maybe the shot was on the floor. And Rantaro tripped over it, causing him to hit his head on the bookcase?
Watch
Oh
out
my.
so you don't slip and fall!
What if Rantaro's corpse moved on its own? Like he was standing under the vent when the shot hit his head. Then he walked a few steps before he finally dropped dead.
Hey, Shuichi. Don't lose sight of the truth.
I mean, yeah, that's not it.
The shot that fell from the vent. How did it strike Rantaro's head from that distance?
Yeah, that's impossible!
It's not like it's on its own.
I agree. It's just like Ryoma said. The shot rolled along the top of the bookcase and fell on Rantaro's head.
It rolled along the bookcase?
I did say that, but would the shot have rolled that conveniently?
It has nothing to do with convenience. The shot rolled exactly how the culprit wanted. They used books on top of the bookcases to direct the path of the shot.
Okay.
The shot's path was directed by books? How would that even work?
Ah, it would be easier to explain with a floor plan of the library. That's it!
Yeah.
Mew, I recall that during the investigation, you said you would use your drone to make a floor plan.
Oh yeah! What happened with that?
I've already developed the photos and drafted some sketches.
Then let's look at it. Maybe we all find clue.
Please, Mew.
Oh, want him that badly, huh? Fine. But now you owe me one. Voila! Feast your eyes on these babies.
Ah. Okay, so... gotcha. So it was only the front row of books that I was seeing there. And she had two other rows of books that were able to be used. Did she have any opportunity to test this out? It feels like a bit of a stretch. Like the fact that it actually worked. I'm impressed, but it feels like a stretch. That it was able to fall exactly where she needed it to. That's why I'm wondering, did she... Well, and here's the thing too, if she was trying to practice using it, how would she know precisely where she needed Rantaro to be? Like, I get it. I get the idea. She wanted to kill the mastermind because her thought process is, you kill the mastermind, and then this is over. Because Monokuma said as much, right? Or did he say as much? No, I think it was more... I think that's more just an assumption on the part of on the part of Kaede. But yeah, say she actually tested this out. How would she know where the ball actually fell? I mean, unless the ball was slow enough that she was able to run down in time to see where the ball actually fell on the floor, and then set up the camera accordingly. I don't know, man. So this seems...
It's just as I thought.
What is?
See? The books are stacked like stairs from the vent to where Rantaro's body was found.
Oh! Shuichi is right!
Indeed, they are stacked like stairs. I did not notice when I looked up from the floor.
I see. The shot rolled on top of these books, eh?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The shot was rolled into the classroom vent and came out in the library.
Okay.
If the vent was open, the shot would have maintained momentum. And you did that, right, Kaede? You made sure the vent was open.
Mm-hmm.
Impressive. You have a really good memory, Shuichi.
When the shot came through, the stacked books made it change direction. It then rolled down the path made by the books.
Man, it didn't seem like she spent... I'm trying to remember back to when she did this. And I know they just cut by it, but it did not seem like it was a long time. And yet, think of how long this would have taken. And was Shuichi with her at the time? I thought Shuichi was with her at the time. I mean, that would have taken a long time to do.
The books were stacked in rows so that the shot wouldn't fall off. At the same time, the books blocked the shot from view. Then, when the ball was directly above Rantaro, it changed direction, rolled along the groove of the open books, and fell on top of his head. And it was the camera flash that lured him to that exact spot.
A setup that complicated is almost like a Rube Goldberg machine.
So Kaede created this mechanism?
Well, it would be...
Wait, even with the Rube whatever setup, when did she roll the ball into the duct?
That's right! Wasn't Shuichi with Kaede in the classroom?
Probably here. No.
Oh no!
When she was leaving then?
That's it! The moment we ran out of the classroom. When the sensor went off, I ran out first. And then Kaede followed.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes more sense.
But just before she left...
Dropped everything she was holding, is that it?
Right. Aren't I, Kaede?
Of course, the ultimate detective would remember all that.
Your words and that smile. Is this your admission of guilt?
Hold on! Don't just jump to conclusions! I've still got a lot of questions.
That's weird. Why do you sound so desperate?
There's nothing weird about it. There's just no way I can believe someone like Kaede would be the culprit.
Yeah, Gonta not believe it either.
What?
Don't worry, Kaede. I'll clear your name. I refuse to believe that Kaede is the culprit. I still have my doubts.
Kinda doubts.
Doubts about the noise, of course. Library should have been quiet, right?
Nope. Dang it.
If that shot was rolling through the vents, a ton of noise.
Dang it, I
Indeed,
missed again.
So much noise. Rentaro would have heard.
Yeah, some noise ain't a big deal.
Of course it's a big deal.
Feels like it could be any of those statements.
I refuse to believe that Kaede is the culprit. I still have my doubts.
Kinda doubts.
Doubts about the noise, of course. Library should have been quiet.
That's wrong.
The murder occurred while the Killing Game promotional video was being broadcast, so the library would not have been completely quiet at the time.
Oh. So that ghastly video drowned out the sound of the shot rolling.
What?
Kaito, are you done now?
Damn it. So it's true then? You're saying Kaede really is the culprit?
So that means most of Kaede's sins were committed right before Shuichi's eyes.
That's correct. I was with her in the classroom, and when she moved the vent grate aside, and when she lined up the books on top of the bookcase.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Still feels like it would take quite a while to do all that. And at no point Shuichi was thinking, well, okay, no, let's just keep going.
And it was the same when you took the murder weapon, wasn't it? You took the shot put ball when you got the cameras for Mew, right, Kaede?
Shoved the things I was holding into my backpack.
So you were hiding it the entire time?
Where would she have even hidden it?
That's it! Kaede's backpack. She was carrying the shot put ball in there. Despite its weight, it would have been easy to carry in a backpack. I noticed you also had a spare vest, which you could have wrapped it in. That would prevent the cameras you were carrying from being damaged.
Then that means all of this happened right in front of Shuichi.
But we should not blame him for that. None of those actions warranted suspicion at the time, so he might not have noticed.
That clears it all up then. Every part of the crime Kaede plotted.
That can't be. It's gotta be mistake, right?
But if all of that is true, then that's pretty unfortunate. I mean, it's Kaede, you know? She kept preaching about working together, and then she goes and kills in cold blood!
No, something still doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
Kaede wouldn't do something like that.
Huh? You mean she's not the type? But you were the one that said she did it, right?
Yes, I did say that. But murder in cold blood is just not in her character. I truly believe that.
But why? Why do you still believe in me, Shuichi?
Well, you believed in him.
Why? Tell me why! Why are you doing this? Are you still looking away from the truth?
Not at all. My belief in you is going to lead me to the truth. I'll show you what's behind all this. I'll show you your truth.
Okay. Argument armament. What am I looking at? Rhythm. Okay. Okay. Four words. All right, let's try this.
You still believe in me? I'm definitely the culprit. You think
Oh
I
no,
can
rhythm
do it?
games.
It's all my fault! You still believe in me? I'm the one who killed Rantaro! That's the truth of this case! And that's all there is to it! I'm a terrible murderer! I betrayed everyone! I'm the one who killed Rantaro! Please stop! Just stop! Remember what I told you? You have to fight for the truth. Shuichi, I know you can do this. If you say you believe in me, then don't look away from the truth. Please stop. Just stop. Remember what I told you? You have to fight for the truth. Shuichi, I know you can do this. Do you know what I was trying to do?
Yeah.
You weren't persuaded by Monokuma, and you weren't trying to save yourself. What you were trying to do was kill the mastermind.
Kill the mastermind?
Kaede wasn't targeting Rantaro. She was targeting the mastermind. She was trying to end this killing game. She was trying to save us all. Isn't that right, Kaede?
I see! Otherwise, everyone would have died when the time limit expired.
So, she tried to end the killing game by killing the mastermind?
But it's all my fault. Kaede trusted my detective skills. I told her the mastermind might be there. And that's why she set that trap. It's all my fault. She trusted my detective work and I screwed it up.
Stop. That's not true. Please, don't say it's your fault. It'll be harder for me. None of this is your fault. It's mine. Everything's my fault.
Kaede.
Shuichi, can I ask you to do one last favor for me? Can you end all of this?
What?
I want you to reveal everything that happened and convince everyone. And then, I want you to end this. That's my final wish.
I understand. I'll end all of this. I'll reveal everything. The truth and the lies.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No.
This is the
that looks like
truth
a
of
weird
the
one.
case. It all began 2 days prior, when Monokuma gave us the additional motive. The time limit added to this killing game triggered the crime. After the announcement, some of us decided to form groups to plan our next move. I had my own plan to find the mastermind, and someone offered to help me. At the time, I never would have imagined they would become the culprit. To expose the mastermind, the culprit and I set up hidden cameras in the library. There was a hidden door in the library that showed signs of use. We deduced that the mastermind would return there to let Monokuma out. The next day, we asked Mew if she could modify some cameras for our trap. We then went to the warehouse to gather the necessary materials. All we needed were disposable cameras and a security sensor. But the culprit found something else there. The murder weapon. That's right, the shot put ball. They put the cameras as well as the shot in their backpack. Then, on the day the time limit would expire, the day of the murder, the culprit and I collected the modified cameras from you and visited the library. Once there, we searched the room for ideal locations to place the cameras. But even then, the culprit was preparing the murder. They began by removing the vent grate and laid it inside the air duct. Then, they moved the pile of books on top of the bookcase, pretending to organize them. After that, they placed open encyclopedias on the final bookcase. It appeared innocuous enough, but it was actually a path for the murder weapon. The culprit also tampered with the hidden camera linked to the security sensor. I was responsible for setting up the other cameras, but that one, I didn't even notice their trick. They used duct tape to keep the flash function on.
Duct tape?
After the cameras were set, the culprit and I climbed the stairs to the first floor classroom. We kept a lookout for the others and waited for the security sensor to go off. During the stakeout, we saw Kaito and 6 others go down to the basement. Rantaro was with them, the first victim. After watching that group enter the game room, I returned to the classroom. With about 1 hour remaining, the security receiver I was holding went off. I assumed it was the mastermind, so I ran out of the classroom to the library. I was in such a hurry, I left the culprit behind. Looking back on it now, that was the last chance I had to stop the murder. After I had left, the culprit took the shot put ball out of their backpack and rolled it into the classroom vent. This set the murder in motion. Rantaro had moved the bookcase, triggering the receiver. Unbeknownst to him, the trap had been sprung. First, the modified camera took a picture of Rantaro with the flash on. Rantaro noticed the flash and approached the bookcase to inspect the camera. The camera flash lured Rantaro directly into the murder weapon's path. The shot the culprit tossed into the vent rolled through the air duct. Came out of the library's vent and kept rolling atop the bookcase. Opening the vent grate and organizing the books was all to create a path. Under normal circumstances, the victim would have been alerted by the noise. But the promotional video was masking the sound of the shot rolling. The shot kept rolling, then fell on Rantaro's head, killing him instantly. By the time we had entered the room, the murder was complete. I imagine, seeing Rantaro's body, the culprit probably thought, the mastermind is dead, the game is over, now we can all go home. But their wish didn't come true, because Rantaro wasn't the mastermind. It was murder, in an attempt to save all our lives. That is the truth. That's the truth behind your lies, Kaede Akamatsu. The ultimate pianist. And that concludes the events of this case.
No. Kaede did it?
Damn it!
It is a truth I do not wish to accept. But since Shuichi has brought everything to light, we can at least try to trust the Kaede we've come to know up to this point.
The Kaede we've come to know?
Even if she did commit a crime, What Kaede has said to us is not a lie. She wanted to protect us. And I firmly believe that to be the truth.
If that was a lie too, it'd be the last straw for me. I'd have nothing left to believe in.
You guys are so nice. Even though I betrayed you all.
No, that's not true, Kaede! You were trying to save all of us.
Nice job, Shuichi. I didn't expect any less.
What?
You were super reliable back there. But you still have a long way to go. You need to be more assertive. If you did that more often, you'd be a pretty cool guy.
Kaede, why? Why are you smiling like that? Why are you still trying to get me to be brave? Why, Kaede? Why are you thinking about everyone except yourself? If you had just been less selfless, you wouldn't have had to murder. Why? Why do you do that?
I'm sorry.
Stop, stop, stop! At least save it for the end of the trial! Sheesh! Looks like the debate's finished, so that means it's voting time!
All right, you bastards! Press the button in front of you to cast your vote!
And make sure y'all vote, because refusing to vote is grounds for termination.
At last! The heart-racing excitement as the Blackened and the Spotless finally face off! It's voting time! It seems the voting is finished. Now then, let's see the result. Who'll be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Well, I think that's better than my previous first trials and other ones. See back route down there.
Absolutely right!
I'm glad.
What? Don't screw around!
That's not true.
I don't get it!
Please.
Real?
Hey, but
yeah,
Therefore,
that's right. Yeah.
But... You really don't get it.
Wait.
Oof.
No.
Right!
I know that! Man.
That's right.
Wait!
You're...
Yeah.
I see.
Then...
Because...
Well then,
Oh yeah!
Hmm.
Sorry.
What?
Okay.
Let's see.
Maybe. But...
That's... Sorry.
What?
I see.
Okay. Damn it!
That's wrong!
Huh?
Because... Right?
but
Jeez.
Huh?
Yeah. Because... Yeah.
However...
Right!
Sorry.
Damn.
Hi, hello!
Hmm.
What?
Ah!
That's right.
Now then.
Huh?
Thrills, chills, kills!
Don't screw around.
Hey! Punishment time is a sacred segment. You're not allowed to interfere.
And if you even try to interfere, we'll just crush you with these here exosols.
It's cool, but it's probably better if one person dies instead of everyone.
Like hell am I just gonna sit here and do what you say? Kaede fought with her life on the line, and so will I!
Gonta will face you all. Times like this are why Gonta became strong. Gentlemen never back down, and neither will Gonta.
This is the perfect chance to test out my Neo Aikido skills on machines.
Yeah, I'll help.
Everyone, stop! Stop it.
Kaede. Why? Damn it!
No.
Huh?
You know? I believe in you! You have to live! It's a promise.
Yeah.
I shall take that request.
Bye.
Well now. Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Damn it!
Hey! You can't lose!
It's punishment time!
I believe in you! It's a promise.
Oh well.
Right now,
Well,
threshold of an amazing adventure showtime.
But how?
Really?
Amen!
Yahoo!
This is... How dare you!
Hey, Extreme!
What now?
You?
Oh!
Excuse me. What are you trying to pull?
Huh? Hey, well...
Huh? What is it?
That is...
Why, you...
Then...
'Cause... Well... Too bad.
However,
You're really bugging me. And another thing.
What?
Here. Right? Looking forward to it.
Why?
That's nice.
Thanks.
Don't screw around.
Is that so? Too bad.
Damn.
Well. Yo!
Hey,
Because.
Ah!
It's getting interesting!
No.
Hey,
prayer time.
What?
I don't know.
That's enough! Damn. Shut up! Damn it. Dumbass.
Huh?
Clench your teeth!
Kaito! You are supposed to say that before you hit him.
Did you hear what Kaede said? She said she believed in you. That she passed her wish on to you. But what the hell's wrong with you? You didn't say a damn thing to Monokuma. You call yourself a man? Damn it. Dumbass.
Listen up! Are you okay?
Okay. For now.
Then...
Sorry.
But
no.
Yeah.
Listen.
Hey. I mean...
Huh?
That's right.
Okay.
Listen up. I mean...
Ah!
I wish there was a piano here. I would play you a song to help you cheer up. A pretty song to play for you. Oh, like Clair de Lune by Debussy. It's a soothing song that calms your heart, like the moon's reflection on water. You noticed, huh? Yeah, I'm shaking too. But I'd be a mess if you weren't here. I wouldn't have been able to do anything. I would have been so lost. I'm glad you're here with me, Shuichi. With you by my side, I feel like I can stand up to anything. You give me the courage I need to take on the mastermind. So please, be more confident. I believe in you, so you should definitely believe in yourself.
Yeah, I'll try. I don't know if I can do it, but... No, I'll do it. I have to believe in myself. I won't be afraid anymore. I will face the truth. For everyone. I won't give up. For your sake, Kaede. I promise. From the bottom of my heart, I promise you, Kaede.
Yep, that's our promise. I'm leaving everything up to you, Shuichi. Goodbye.
All right. Sorry if I've been too quiet there. But that was a lot. We'll talk a lot next time. I'll give my thoughts on the whole trial and everything that happened afterward. In any case, I hope you're all doing all right. I've been the Worm. This has been Danganronpa V3. Hope to see you next time.